found some shell casings is one street over from where the 9-year-old was shot. Again, when they spray those bullets, they don't care what's behind it. They don't care what their sight pattern, as we call it, is behind where they're shooting. They don't care. They're just shooting bullets. And this is a result of it. And that's why these people need to be caught, and that's why they need to be held accountable, is these drive-by shootings are dangerous. This is a great example of that. We've had other drive-by shootings where we've had innocent children shot, we've had innocent children killed, and we've had adults killed. That's didn't have anything to do with anything except that bullet came at them. So we need to hold them accountable. And I would hope the court systems starts feeling that way also. That, you know, when we arrest these people, we know what they've done. We know the danger that they've put people in. You know, when they go to court, then they present it in such a different way. You know, they need to be presented in the way that they are. And that's a bunch of cowards out here indiscriminately just shooting bullets and innocent people getting hit.
I have some questions from, I don't know if you were done.
Go ahead.
I have some questions from the residents. They were very concerned about getting a shot spotter in this neighborhood. What is the process of getting one put up in this neighborhood, if there is one to be put up in the neighborhood?
Lots of money. It's lots of funding. What they're getting is they're getting cameras in the neighborhood. They were already in the process of doing that, so there will be cameras there. The cameras will probably help us more than what the shot spotter would help us in cases like this. So this was previously requested by the owners there. It's just they're probably a couple weeks away before the cameras are up.
Sheriff, how alarming is it to you that kind of the increase of presence of children being involved on both sides of these crimes, as the ones committing them and then being victims?
It's very alarming. I've been standing up here for quite some time now talking about kids with guns. You know, I get asked what's the top 3 problems that we've got, and the answer is simple: kids with guns, kids with guns, and kids with guns. We're seeing it. We just, about a week or so ago, we saw 3 kids involved in a stolen truck in a neighborhood in Northeast Columbia, where one of them pulls a gun on our deputy. You know, off of Rosewood Drive, same type thing. These kids have guns and they don't care. That's what I've been talking about for quite some time. So yeah, it's very alarming.
Do you think any of these drive-by shootings are gang-related at all?
I don't know. What we see a lot of times is just, and I'm not saying this with this case, it's just somebody being disrespected on social media. You know, you said something about somebody I know or somebody I like on social media, so I'm gonna go shoot your house up. And, you know, you made me mad. You know, I'm gonna go shoot your house up. You know, that's how conflict, and I don't even know if this is even conflict. You know, that's how it gets handled these days, is with people shooting in houses, shooting into cars, just running around here like a bunch of gangsters, just shooting bullets and don't care. That's the biggest scary thing about this, is they don't care. You catch them, they don't care.
Would you maybe encourage people to get like Ring doorbell cameras or something like that? I mean, if something like this were to happen in their neighborhood, at least they would have something to try to help you guys out?
Yes, yes. Ring door, I'm not selling ring door cameras. Ring door cameras, surveillance cameras, whatever you get. Every neighborhood needs to have some type of surveillance cameras as people come in and out of that neighborhood. That's the world we live in now. Unfortunately, that is. Those help us out tremendously. And I will say the residents in this community where this shooting happened are working with us very closely. And so they're helping us out as much as they can. You know, again, we've got some leads, and our investigators are following those leads, and I'm confident that some people are going to go to jail.
Is there a connection between this one and the one earlier in the year?
That is a very strong possibility. It is.
Sheriff, is there any way that you could release the neighborhood name?
It was in the 1000 block of Turtlestone Road.
I know you mentioned about kids with guns. What would you say would be the solution for kids having guns, and how can you solve that?
Well, one, we gotta educate them that a gun's not gonna get you but one or two places, either the cemetery or prison. You know, gotta educate them on that. And then we gotta hold those that are accountable that are going out here with these guns and doing these shootings. They need to be held accountable. Everybody says, oh my God, they're poor little kids, they're 14, 15, 16 years old. They kill somebody, that person's still dead. It doesn't matter if they're killed by a 14-year-old, if they're killed by a 44-year-old. You know, they need to be held accountable. And justice needs to be swift and it needs to be just. And that's part of the criminal justice system that we need more help on.
With this increase in violent crimes among young people, do you think that there needs to be more young people charged as adults?
Yeah. And even if they're not charged as an adult and they're charged in juvenile, they still need to be held accountable a lot more than what they are. You know, slapping them on the wrist and saying, please, oh, don't do it again. We see the same ones going out and doing the same thing over and over. Times have changed, you know, and I don't know if our society and the criminal justice system has changed with the times that on how young these violent criminals are. You know, we still want to call them kids. They're kids that are doing adult crimes and killing people and killing each other. And that's what we see is that they kill each other. Not so much they're killing a grown adult, they're killing each other. You know, we're going to lose a generation to gun violence. Either they're going to be in prison or they're going to be in the cemetery. That's got to stop. Thank y'all.
Yeah, I'll let them know. I'll let them know. I was gonna ask that question. Yes, sir.